welcome back, as the case may be. I'm Christine E. Schultz, aka The Elvish Author, as I'm known on my other channel, and it is time for another Avatar: The Last Airbender reaction. Today, I will be recording episodes 13 and 14, which you guys should get out next week. Usually I do them like one day apart, and yeah, I'm excited. So last time we did, I watched 11 and 12. 11, so someone in the comments I believe said that is typically regarded as like the worst episode of the entire show, and that's funny because I was talking to my friend Adam, who got me into watching the show, and he pretty much said the same thing. And so at the time I watched episode 11, I was like, it was enjoyable. It wasn't a great episode, but you know, it still wasn't bad. I haven't had anything like really bad in this show, you know what I mean? And then I got to episode 12, guys, and we got some backstory on, you know, Aang and Zuko, my man's Zuko. We got some backstory on just how things went down with him and his father, and how he just wanted to stand up for the soldiers and say, hey, you're treating them wrong, and his dad was just like, oh, massive narcissist king, and you can't oppose me. And I mean, that's totally how that conversation went down. And then like burned him, scarred him, kicked him out of the kingdom, so you can only come back if you find the Avatar. I mean, really, this guy's really something else. He's a piece of work, Zuko's dad is. But just add another layer of depth. I knew that there was more to Zuko than met the eye. And then just like, even that really bumps up General Iroh's character, because he's just around following his grandson, knowing that he was exiled for really crap reasons, and just being a good, not grandson, his nephew, and being a good uncle to him. So the point being that after I watched that episode, oh, and another point to point out too, that my friend Adam pointed out, is just how you get to see how, you know, both Aang and Zuko in that episode, their relationships with their fathers or father figures. You have Aang's relationship with Gyatso, and you know, that just very, very realistic. It was so realistic. I love how realistic the characters and character relationships and developments have been in this show so far. It's very realistic that Aang would freak out and run away from being the Avatar. Very sad that that's the last time that he and Gyatso ever saw each other. But again, very realistic that that could happen and go down that way, and just like the guilt that he was carrying from all of that, and feeling like he did abandon people, and he did abandon his mission, and really he was just a scared kid running away from a very, very big destiny, and just all this weight on his shoulders. And like Katara said, if he had not run away, maybe he would have died with the other Airbenders. You know, maybe they would have never met and be on this great quest that they are now. You know, there's no way to know what would have happened. He can only look forward to the future now. And again, you know, I believe that everything does happen for a reason. And so, as tragic as that whole thing was, maybe Aang would not be where he is and not be on the path to becoming the Avatar after all, if he had stayed there. So that, and then again, you get, so that, you know, kind of saw more of Aang and his relationship with his father figure, Gyatso, and then you had Zuko and his father's relationship. So just kind of, you know, going back and forth and paralleling those two relationships was just a really fantastic episode. So then the point being that after I watched that episode, in comparison to 11, it's like, what are y'all doing here, Avatar? Are you gonna show us like a really just kind of like low level episode, and then like show us such a high one, and then like there's no comparison? So it's really the one episode I've seen so far that I feel like I could have done without. You know, it wasn't, like I said, to me a bad episode or a horrible episode by any means, but it just was kind of there. It was just kind of there. So I understand why people regard that as their least favorite episode. However, what I can say is, if that is generally considered to be the least favorite or the worst episode of the whole show, that just gives me continuous high hopes for the show as a whole. It's continuing to be really good and get better and better. So yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it. Episode 13 of Avatar, and just see what adventures lie in wait for our characters today. So strap on your elf ears and pop in your elf eyes and get ready to watch and listen to Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 1, Episode 13. Guys, I'm like really tired. I feel like I say that like every episode at this point. But it was a long weekend, a lot of personal stuff, and went hiking and had some injuries with my boyfriend. Nothing major, but the point is, it's been a really long weekend. But as long as it's been and as tired as I am, I'm really excited to get into this. Also, one of you had kindly commented. Also, first of all, you guys' comments have been great. They've been informative. They've been insightful, but without any spoilers. I appreciate that a lot. We've had some really great conversations so far. One of you guys had commented that eventually, I think you said like season 2, but like the recaps start to kind of get a little spoilery-ish. And I really appreciate that, knowing that, because I don't like to have spoilers. So even though you said that doesn't happen till season 2, I'm going to probably just start getting in the habit of not watching the recaps right now. And so yeah, let's jump into episode 13, which is apparently called The Blue Spirit. Will that have to do with water? A water spirit? I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, good. This is one of those ones that starts right with action. Are we going to the Fire Kingdom? We're going to see that awful king? That awful father? Ew. Props for the mad archery skills.
Their precision is legendary.
So y'all look like twins. You got the same facial hair and everything. Y'all know how I feel about Zhao, so
The Yu Yan can pin a fly to a tree from 100 yards away.
The Yu Yan. They make me think of the Yiga tribe in Breath of the Wild.
You're wasting their talents.
For some reason.
Security guards.
Here, and I need every man I've got, Commander. But that's final. I don't want to hear another
Put
word.
Zhao in his place. I think this guy's probably also a punk, but I like him just he's gonna put Zhao in his place. So, also, what's with this Mulan type of bird here? Like this little evil bird.
News from Fire Lord Ozai. It appears I've been promoted to Admiral.
Oh.
My request is now
Why? I mean, I'm not surprised why, because Lord Ozai is a punk and so is Zhao, so those two like go together, but this is really pretty. Where's this place? Oh. No, is he sick?
You know what? Being out in that storm really did a number on
it. This would be me.
I couldn't find any ginger root for the tea, but I found a
ginger is good for illness. Can confirm. Oh no, not you too. Ow. You're gonna have to
relax. It was just a little
go find a cure for all these people. It's the COVIDs.
Take that, you rock.
Oh, is it making him delirious?
2 more hours and you'll be talking nonsense.
I wonder why he was being so nice to Appa.
Maybe it's safer if I go on foot.
I like how much of a family unit they always are. Just have formed their own little family here. There's some huge statues. I forgot how fast he can go. Oh,
What did they mean?
I bet this is Zhao.
A sporting game of Kaisho.
If only.
Zhao has been promoted? Well, good for
Yeah, but like, if Prince Zuko is kicked out of the kingdom, does he have to follow his orders? Is he like really beholden to that?
My ship! Excellent. I take the part.
I like that.
But you're all improving.
He's always
I'm
happy.
certain you will win if he
And always
plays.
positive. If nobody else is happy, this guy's always happy.
Here that the Avatar
That
can
has
create
to-
tornadoes and run faster than the wind.
True. I love those tornadoes. Also, it has to really sting from Zuko's perspective to see Zhao promoted, and just so high in his father's eyes, especially considering what we learned about him last episode and how his father just cast him out for trying to have an opinion on something.
Just a bunch of Fire Lord propaganda.
It's not. We've seen
Say
it.
that's true.
They're about to see him, aren't they? Oh no. Oh man, they're gonna have more spies out now that like Zhao's in charge. It's gonna be pretty serious.
To the river and fill it.
Oh Lord, I hope he gets this. Oh no.
Got it?
Oh no. He has not understood anything they say. I hope he gets this. Oh Lord, that's a lot of steps.
It's just me and me, you.
Whoever this cat lady is, I like her.
Is everything okay?
My man's practicing his magic,
Almost
bending,
an hour,
bending.
And you haven't given the man an order.
My honor, my throne, my country. I'm about to lose them all.
Oh, Zuko. Just Join avatars.
Yes,
Or JK just join Aang's team. And forget this whole mission. Although I know it's important to him. And honestly, I'd rather see him on the throne, obviously, than his father. But, like...
Thanks for all your help.
Hands off. What do you think you're doing?
Spicy old lady.
Taking the cure to my friends.
This isn't a cure. It's Miyuki's dinner.
Oh.
Plum Blossom is her favorite. All they need is some frozen wood frogs. There's plenty of them down in the
man.
swamp.
What am I supposed to do with frozen frogs?
Why, shut
Oh,
them,
gross, man.
stars.
You know what?
You're insane. Aunt.
That's right. Well, don't stand there all day.
She's like,
Go.
I'm insane, but the frog thing is legit. Again, you know what? Oh. I was about to say, you know what? Props for good world building with the whole frog thing. Also, yes, this is one of those intense episodes, isn't it? Yeah, I was just about to say, good world building with the whole frog thing. I feel like that could be realistic, that they excrete a substance that would reverse, like, illness, or, you know, cure illness or whatever. So, this show has had a great world building all around so far. Do they want him dead? Or do they... I don't know if if the Fire King wants him dead, or if they want to take him into him like a prisoner. The music is intense. The dark lighting is really good for this scene.
A frog.
Oh, really? That was our frog. Okay, they are just trying to catch him then. They are really, yeah. They're really good archers, so they're able to be precise with it. So I don't think they're trying to harm him. Oh, man. It's just, it got intense real fast. Oh, Lord. Are we about to come face to face with Zhao? Man, how are we actually getting out of this one, guys? Momo better pull through somehow.
So this is the great Avatar, master of all the elements.
Not yet, but...
How you know? Don't worry. You won't be killed like they
I have to
were.
say, what is the
If
purpose?
you die, you'll just be reborn, and the Fire Nation will have to begin its search for the Avatar all over again. So I'll keep you alive, but just barely. No escaping this fortress, and no one is coming
That's what
to
they said the last time we were in a jail, so we'll find a way. Although right now I can't see how. Momo needs to come through here.
Aang, what in the world is taking you so long?
Man, everybody's in a bad spot here. Oh yeah, who's this? He was spying when Zhao was talking about becoming the admiral. Oh, there go my rhino dinos, as I call them. Okay, is this somebody on our side? And if so, who is it? Have we met them before? This is a very tense action-adventure episode. I like it.
Until today, only one thing.
Oh man, that's some like...
After victory, the Avatar.
It's like some World War II Hitler nonsense.
That he is now my prisoner.
Ooh, it's got dark and serious, like real fast.
What? No, don't leave, frogs.
No,
My
no.
friends are sick and they need
There's
you.
no good
They
thought
go
out.
back to being
Go
frozen.
back me up. They're like still half frozen. This will provide a nice distraction. Will they think? What are they gonna think here? I like this person seems to have no bending powers whatsoever, but they're very skilled, they're very sneaky, they're very agile. That would be terrifying. I feel like if they're on Aang's side, less fanfare would be good, so... Yeah, we could have done without that. You could have said, I'm here to help. Maybe? Maybe you could have said that? Also, how sharp are your knives?
What's going on? Are you here to rescue
Just
me?
follow them. You have nothing to lose in following them.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, yeah, is that a yes?
My frogs, come back.
You gotta refreeze them, bro.
Going out. Fans need to suck on those frogs.
Oh, that sounds so weird of a statement. Oh, Momo has...
How many times do I
Well, we
have to
brought them
tell
everything that they don't need.
Water. Aang, please Please hurry.
At least he's trying.
Who's this Aang kid you
Oh,
keep
Lord.
talking about, Your Highness?
Of my speech sent to the Fire Lord, along with glowing testimonials from all of the
Lord,
ranking officers
rolling my
present.
eyes. Yeah, that didn't last long for you, did it, buddy? Yes! Perfect. Somebody's like, oh, hey, look, the Avatar turned into a frog. I like this team. Oh, nice! That's a nice move. Me likey this helicopter move. What a good team. There's so much action going on. It makes me, woo! Makes me think of the battle at Helm's Deep a little bit, Lord of the Rings. Like, I'm just getting, like, really strong action, fighting vibes with this episode. Okay, like,
Give me the next one.
major stilts walking. Fling him over. Ah! Oh man, so close.
Avatar must be captured alive.
Oh, we're gonna play that way, are we?
Let them out.
I wonder, okay, real quick, I wonder if he's actually kidnapping Aang or if he's just playing it that way so that they'll let him go because they know Zhao wants him alive. Really curious who this is and what's going on.
How could you let...
So make sure that they're out of sight.
have a clear shot?
Oh, no. Did that hit his mask? Is he okay? I think that guy has to be okay. Yeah, I was wondering that. I honestly was wondering that. But he's not gonna leave him. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, my boys coming together. Good, even the frog gets away. Oh, I had a thought in my mind wondering if that could be Prince Zuko, but I didn't know if he would have like all those ninja skills. And he wasn't showing any bending magic, but maybe that was on purpose. We don't expect Zuko to turn around immediately, so. Give him something to think about, though. And that fact that he saved you, he could have left you there. I eventually really want these two to team up so hardcore.
Where have you been, Prince Zuko? You missed music night.
I forgot there was music night.
She sang a stirring love song.
Yes.
I'm going to bed.
Why didn't we get to hear that?
No disturbances.
Suck on these. It'll make you feel better.
It's gonna be so gross after they thaw out, though.
Aang, how was your trip?
It's so awkward.
Did you make any new friends?
Sort of, maybe.
I don't think I did.
I think maybe you start planting a seed. I like how you just have Iroh's song playing in the background. Oh, now it's gonna be weird.
This is tasty.
Alright, so real quick, I'm going to go ahead and watch episode 14, as I said. But, woo, that was another, like, on the level of episode 12 episodes. I just kind of got done talking about it, and then finally had those two worlds converge again. This is not the first time we've seen Aang and Zuko together. There was that other episode where Zuko let him go. He was, decided, like, it was more important to protect his men, and he let the Avatar go. But they had that moment where they kind of looked at each other, and that was kind of just like a powerful moment. You couldn't, weren't quite sure what they were each thinking, but there was some connection there, right? Ugh. You know how, like, when you eat your own hair, it's not good. Anyway, but yeah, this was really good to see them come together again. And do I expect Zuko to turn around right away? No, of course not. His, like he said, his honor, his kingdom, his throne, his relationship, well, maybe not his relationship with his dad. That probably sailed a long time ago, really. I don't think this guy's interested in relationships, but the point is that he has so much on the line, so much that he lost, that he loves, that he wants to get back again. Yeah, so how great to see them come together in that way. To have Zuko, I mean, he was saving the Avatar. I mean, I'd rather him be with Zuko than Zhao, to be fair. But that kind of would have been like a out of the frying pan into the fire type of situation. But at the same time, it allowed them to have that interaction. And for Zuko to hear Aang's story about my best friend was from the Fire Nation. And then, you know, yeah, Zuko attacks him. I think that's just kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. But to think about that story, and then also to think about the fact that Aang saved him. He could have left him there. If he had left him there, I'm sure he would be very much dead, because he kind of got knocked out, and those archers are good, and they would have killed him, I think, without question, and without looking to see who he was, even. So, just a lot for Zuko to think about. Love getting those interactions, and just there's so much depth going on here. Little bit of a darker episode too. Like I said, there's a lot of fighting, a lot of like, you know, made me think of like a little bit of Lord of the Rings type of fighting going on. But like Zhao's just like a dark dude. Like he was just gonna like essentially torture and like drain Aang and keep him alive in like a really bad state of living. I mean, it's not a bad plan from his perspective, because he's right. If Aang does die, then they just have to like go find the next Avatar and the next and the next. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into episode 14 now, guys, and really looking forward, you know, if we can keep up this momentum of just relationships developing and plot furthering, then that would be fantastic.